GG's, Dondadas, Hyena, Scuba Dives, who learned from Scuba Steve, was criminal, y'all. I rock Luther King X. Don't forget the Kennedy doing his minimum watch right here on YouTube. We conducting ourselves the most highest. The dollar likes what you make it. You can't love, you can't hate it. It's gonna be simply what you make it. GG's. You heard the data. We're doing our millimeter march right here on YouTube. We're building our 2005 permits right here, Dundada. Staying more weird than ever, Dundada. Remember that. We're in the elevator. Who's elevator? God's elevator, Dundada. Our way to the top, GG. God chose you because he knew he could trust you. You God's best kept secret, Dundada. Stay more weird than ever, Dundada. That's a fact, GG. So, Dundada. Right now we got your boy. Right now we got your boy Jim Jones back on the roster. Dundada, your boy Jim Jones, Dundada, he's back on the roster. He's over here, Dundada, say that the dude Mandu Warrior, the blood dude from Brooklyn, Dundada. This nigga Jim Jones thinks he's that, Dundada. So this nigga thinks that the blood dude from Brooklyn, Dundada, is gonna get super violated. Like, who's gonna super violate Mandu the Warrior? Mandu the Warrior. We wanna know that. Who you think's gonna violate this nigga Mandu the Warrior, Dundada? Niggas be talking crazy, Dundada. So Jim Jones thinks that he's a YN, Dundada, and he thinks Mandu the Warrior is a 6'9" dude, Dundada. So he feels like he's gonna get Mandu the Warrior super violated. Bro, how the fuck you gonna super violate this dude, Dundada? How you gonna super violate Mandu the Warrior? Like, how does that come from, Dundada? Where the fuck does this come from, GG? Now, that's different right there. That's different right there. So, Mandu the Warrior says that Jim Jones, Dundada, is a rat. He said he's a super rat, Dundada, and he says that he's a fake blood, Dundada. The nigga paid for his sanction, Dundada. He paid for his sanction. That's different. He paid for his sanction. So him paying for his sanction is a whole different aspect, Dundada. That's a whole different dynamic right there. So since he's paying for his sanction, you can say that he is the first 6'9" to ever be here. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different aspect, Dundada. That's a whole different scenario, Dundada. So let's get in there, Dundada, with the Mandu. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let's get in there with Mickey Smith, Dundada. Mickey Smith got a little bit of knowledge behind this than we do, Dundada. You know what I'm saying?
Did that Jim and them was at the Diddy parties? You know, Mandu went in. You heard? Mandu went in.
Mandu said that Jim Jones was at the Diddy parties, Dundada. He said Jim Jones was at the Diddy parties. He's giving us the 411, Dundada. He's letting us know what it is, what it's not, Dundada. It's crazy, Dundada. That shit hit different.
You know what I'm saying? So you had to respect some type of response, some type of nasty response from Jim Jones. You had to expect it. He responded to the worst dude on the internet, 50 Cam. Jim been beefing on.
I mean, Jim Jones could have been at the Diddy parties. The way that Jim Jones over here crying, Dundada, someone must have fondled on this nigga, Dundada. I feel like somebody was fondled on this man, Dundada. How you show, like, you was at the Diddy parties, right? And you still cry off, Dundada. You still crying, Dundada. You still were like something wrong, Dundada. You. It's like niggas seen the dildo when niggas went to Mace's crib, but it wasn't Mace's crib, it was Diddy's crib. And he said he don't know what the fuck he's doing that with that. He don't be up in there with that. Like, that's different right there. That's different.
His internet knives. He's going at whoever. And I think with Mandu, he's on the same, he keeping the same energy. Like, yo, I'm holding this shit down. It is what it is. Whoever come from the crown, they getting these hot dogs. They getting the Franks. Yo, go ahead, bro.
Nah. For him to say that, first of all, for him to say, who is this dude? You know what I'm saying? Questioning who is Mandu. You could tell that Jim Jones ain't in tune. You feel what I'm saying?
I think that's Cap. I think he know Mandu is. I think it's Cap.
He don't.
He don't know him personally, but he heard of him. Come on now, he's a fake blood that wants to be a real blood. You gonna know all the OGs, the real OGs, that sanctioning niggas. You gonna know these people. You know who these people are. And if you don't know them, somebody in your crew know who the fuck this nigga is. Like, so it's one of your older niggas. So what you look up to know who this is. And if you don't know, I bet you Mel Matrix know who the fuck he is, and that's a fact.
He don't.
Nah, he know who Mandu is, bro.
Only thing that dude know is TREY.
All of us knew Mandu was from Brooklyn, but he also rep Harlem.
Right.
We all knew that. We all knew that he had, connections and a legacy in Harlem as well as Brooklyn. Mandu already had a legacy in Harlem, bro.
Right.
So dudes, I think he know. I don't think he's falling short. Like he don't know who's who. See, what they do is play and they try to belittle your name. See that? Come on, we come from the era of who are you? Who are you? You ain't nobody. So he's trying to belittle him with saying, who is this? Who is this dude? Who is this OG? That's a belittlement move.
This OG's man, somebody that didn't go to the Diddy party. That seen your ass go to the Diddy party. That got mad information on your ass. That's who this person is. Mr. Diddy party.
Move, bro. That's a move to tarnish you, to say you ain't nobody, really. No matter what your status is in blood. And don't get me wrong, we knew dudes in the yard that had status that we ain't really like. Who says that he is? He could have been on paper and he could have had the most rims in the spot. And we don't know how you got him, and we ain't know who you was. If your name ain't sound like nothing, then we're gonna be like, who you, bro? You ain't nobody. Like, all right, son, like, all right, go that way. Right or wrong, though.
Nah, you ain't lying.
Dudes pull up with them rims and try to talk that because they the big homie. Somebody that gave them a spot. Somebody that gave them something, and nobody know them. Nobody heard of them. That shit don't mean nothing.
Well, Jim Jones want to do his fucking books, his history, his homework, and find out who the fuck is Mandu the Warrior, from Brooklyn, Harlem, so he can get a knowledge, so he, you know what I'm saying, so he can know he's acting who you. It's like asking, like some people take, like you got to take this shit how it is. It's like asking who the fuck is Donald Trump. But I'm not saying that Mandu is like Donald Trump. No, I'm just saying that we know who Donald Trump is, so we know what thing. Niggas know who Mandu is, so you know who he is, but you gonna be like, who is this, nigga? You know who that is, nigga? Stop acting stupid.
So I think Jim Jones is coming at it from that perspective, bro. Real talk.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, and if you really look at it, it's the other way around. Who are you? Who are you, Jim Jones? Because I clearly know Mandu for putting in work. I clearly know Mandu as being one of the big stones.
Who, Jim Jones? He the big Billy, the big homie. What you talking about?
Hey, Big Billy what?
The streets. They've been saying that for 20 years. Nobody ain't say he wasn't. Certified gangster. He been on the West Coast. He been down south repping. I'm just saying, I'm playing devil advocate here.
Hell no, Jim Jones is a fraud, He left camera, He went on the fucking, he went to 50 Cent, That's why I know Jim Jones from, being a softy, Like being a softy. Always want to be on behind camera, behind me, you know what I'm saying? Following these niggas, dick sucking these niggas, they hype man, I mean, if he stood down with them, then I won't be that. But you dick sucking these niggas, if you're using these niggas to get somewhere where you want to be, to just leave them. That's dick sucking, Like, why you just dick suck these niggas, to get where you gotta go, so you could talk shit about camera, talk shit about Maze, talk shit. Still say that they wrote you, that they may help you rhyme, they help you do this, they help you do that, but you still don't, like, you dick suck camera and all them niggas to get up, and then you try to bash them, That don't make no sense, nigga. You should be like, yo, Jim, yo, camera, put me on, these niggas actually put me on. They told me how to rap, they told me how to do this, they told, like, say it, It is what it is.
I'm playing devil advocate. He been on the West Coast. He been on the East Coast. He been in all these cities. He been in all the clubs. He been in all the spots. He been around all the gangsters saying he was TREY, Billy Badass. He had the Billies with him.
Man, a lot of people did all that, Dada. Like, what you mean, Dada? There's R&B singers that went to all these states and all this shit, Dada. There's all these people, Dada, that went all these states, all these things, Dada.
Dude's called a federal indictment. Everybody jacked Jim Jones as a big Billy, bro. Just being honest, bro. I
never
somebody
jack.
saying
I never jack. All right. That's just
right,
like,
bro.
All right. Let me tell you. That's like me being in a spot, right? I'm in the spot. I get a call. You know what I'm saying? It's you, Jim Jones, Shaquille, whoever. One of the originals in the spot. Ain't nobody taking those shots from Jimmy. Nobody's taking no shots, no calls from him, bro. What big homie? The only reason dudes acknowledge him or being non-TREY is because of the people that's standing next to him. Period.
That means a lot. That means a lot. Right. That means a lot.
No, but you got to understand, bro. We know what this Damu thing about, bro. A lot of dudes paid their way in. And Jimmy is paying his way. He's paying his way. He don't got to put in work because he got the bag. And that's what it's about now.
But that's right. That's what run the streets now. So if you a dude that don't got the bag, they not looking at you. And let me tell you something.
Opioid addiction gets between you and...
I could paint your image, Dada. The back makes people, you know what I'm saying, say that you something that you're not. You can pay a nigga to say that.
I think all this would be playing out differently.
Well, Jim Jones should have asked the nigga who paid you to say that, Dada. But niggas ain't paying nobody to say that. So no one paid Mandu to say this, Dada. So Jim Jones, you pay somebody to say this, Dada. So Jim Jones, who you paying to say you the realest blood? Jim Jones, who you pay? Who paid? Like who? Like when someone says, yo, Jim Jones the biggest, baddest blood. Who paid you to say that? Did Jim Jones pay you to say that? Like, what the fuck? You scratch your head sometimes. Like, who the fuck is paying these niggas to say the weirdest shit that they say, Dada?
If Mandu came home straight on a different type of timing, and I don't want to see homie in prison. A lot of these homies that came out here on that timing, Larry O was back in jail.
Dick Wolf.
What's the other the jet? La Brim. When you come out here trying to really push that line and push you going straight back, these dudes is not gonna have you out here. These dudes with the money and power, they staying out here. Everybody worried about how they ducking these investigations and all that stuff. They still out here popping bottles, showing money. You know what I'm saying? Moving the crowd, doing their numbers. The real bloods is going straight back to jail, bro. So if you come back out here on straight real Ola timing, and you really moving the crowd and push in perspective, bro, either you gonna go in a bag because a lot of dudes got killed, or you gonna go back to prison, bro. I don't want to see Mandu back in prison. You know what I'm saying?
Me neither.
With this foolishness, bro.
I don't want to see Mandu back in prison neither. But you just said something. You just said all that. That everything you just said don't sound like nothing Jim Jones did. You feel what I'm saying? Like Sunday, he didn't. I mean, like you said, Mandu them. Mandu, they put in, all this sacrifice, and you don't want them to go to prison for this, for this little whatever is up in the air. But it shouldn't be up in the air. You know what I'm saying? Because Jim is not who he say he is, bro. We talking about original one that's speaking the truth about Jim Jones doing foolishness over the internet, bro. You leading these kids to the hellfire, bro. You leading these kids.
Now that's a fact. That's a fact, Dada. You over here saying standing on Billy, standing on this, standing on that. Like Jim Jones, who you fucking torture? Who you bring trouble to? Who you like Jim Jones? You're not even on that timing, nigga. Stop lying to the youth, though, Dada. That's not even cool, Dada. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is a person who was playing in the playground all the way till you was fucking 18, nigga, 19, why the fuck you over here trying to mislead the youth, trying to jump above the porch? This is Jim Jones, he's a nigga that jumped off the porch and jumped back on the porch and stood on the porch because some tragedy happened, and just started rapping and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So let him stay on the porch, and he's the type of nigga that just tell the kids, oh yeah, it's the jump off the porch, be big blood, big Billy, big this, that, but the nigga ain't even off the porch. He jumped off the porch, but then he jumped back on that shit. You ever seen a dog jump off the porch and jump back on that shit, nigga? That nigga had to jump back on that shit. She got too traumatizing for the nigga, She got too real,
to the hellfire. You out there telling these kids to be outside, be on the block, be all you could be in the streets. Come on, bro. I'm backing Mandu on this, man. It's not no that Mandu looking for clout or Mandu trying to see an early grave or go back to jail. Mandu is really trying to help these babies. And he see ignorant dudes like Jim Jones putting on.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
A show. Come on, bro. Son ain't never put in no pain, bro. He's not Damu. And we know the dudes that didn't put in pain and the dudes that wasn't putting on.
That's a fact, Dada. Yo, dogs, if you ain't putting in no pain in these streets, Dada, you ain't making no fucking thing. Why you telling people to do wrong, Dada? If you didn't do wrong to get to what you was, so you shouldn't be telling people to do wrong because you never did wrong to get what you are, but you want to be this bad wolf, Dada, rah, 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 or this got your chest out telling people to be Big Billy, Dada, jump off the porch, Dada. You see a person, Dada, that could be you when you was younger, Dada, you know what I'm saying? And you know this person ain't about nothing, but you telling him to jump off the porch, because you want to sound cool, because people used to tell you that, or maybe you heard someone tell someone else that, and you feel like that's cool, because you was a rapper. No one's telling you jump off the porch. They told you stay on the porch and keep rapping. For sure, they told you that.
We look at them like derelicts, like bozos. He's no,
and that's why you gotta respect Cameron, Dada. You gotta respect Cameron for being him, Dada. Cameron not too tough, Dada. Cameron just trying to be him, Dada. Cameron standing on business, Dada. Like, nah, Dada, I'm a rapper. I'm gonna keep rapping. Yo, Joel's, you ain't coming to the club with us. You better write some lyrics, Dada. Joe's, Dada, you better write some lyrics, Dada.
Different. Oh, yeah, I'm just keeping it real, bro.
I agree with you to a certain extent. Let me tell you something.
People's not tough enough to be themselves, Dada. So if Cameron's over here, Dada, just like, yo, Cameron got the chance, the ability, Dada. He's hanging with all these tough ass dudes from Holland, Dada. He got the ability to, you know what I'm saying, go out, Dada, and act up. But he's like, nah, I'm gonna be a rapper, so I'm writing. Y'all niggas ain't tricking me out my position, Dada. I'm gonna keep writing, Dada. And he's telling Jim Jones and these niggas to keep writing up, but Jim Jones ain't tough enough to just say that he was in the room writing. He's gonna say, oh, I was this and I was that. I'm Mel Matrix and I'm this and I'm shoddy. You're not dumb, bro. Relax. You talk a good one, Dada. You telling people to go violate 6ix9ine, nigga. You stupid motherfucker. You so soft, nigga. You could have violated 6ix9ine yourself, Dada. You could have went and slapped 6ix9ine yourself or whatever. You didn't have to say all that shit, Dada. If you were so tough, Dada, you would have never even said that. You like, I bet when we see him, it is up, Dada. You would have seen him, Dada. You could have violated him, slapped him, whatever the case may be, Dada. But that's not what it is. You want to tell other people, Dada, because that's what you heard that happens. Oh, super violate him and this, that, yeah.
Like I said, I've been retired for a while, but I always seen Jim Jones as a blood. I always seen Jim Jones. When I wasn't retired, crazy. When I was in the whip, I ain't see him as no big homie because he was never on no lineups. But I seen Jim Jones as a blood. I'm just being honest. When I was blood, when I was during that time, I seen Jim Jones as a blood. Now, we know dudes in jail, a lot of dudes in jail ain't put on like that. You had never ever, vegetarian. We had all these slang words for dudes that didn't put in no work.
And, how did we look at them?
Hear me out. Why do we have all those slang words if everybody put in work? Because everybody didn't put in work. Everybody wasn't getting busy. We know that. We know dudes in jail that was not getting busy. When you pulled up, because if you did, we would have heard your name. When you pulled up, the homies would know you. Right?
Right.
The homies would know you if you pulled up. So when you pulled up in the spot and we pulled up, at one time, when I first went upstate, if dudes ain't know you, as soon as you step in the spot, you got to put it in. I'm just being honest.
Facts.
As soon as you pull up day one, as soon as you come to the yard, like who you? It's 50 bloods and 100 bloods in the yard. And nobody know all real rights at that time in the late 90s and the early 2000s. All real rights in the yard. Nobody don't know you out here. We got 100 bloods. Nobody in the jail know you. You got to put on.
Right.
That's how it really was. You know, you got to put on right now. Right now, right. You got to put on. Not later. Right now. Here go this. Go that way. That's how it was. I'm just being honest of how we came up.
Right.
But we knew it was a lot of cats that wasn't on our timing. And when blood grew, it wasn't just the warrior class that we started with. Because at first it was just warrior class. We was all warriors. We was all warrior class. You had some of us that were smarter than others, and they became leaders because their leadership qualities shone through. But
Need a new mattress but confused by all the choices? At Mattress Firm, we make
that shit different, but Jim Jones ain't got no leadership, like he's telling everybody to be tough.
Individual to step in the ranks with us. You wasn't stepping with us if you wasn't, you know, how about some hardcore bloods like it?
Jim Jones told the youth to be tough, He got to tell the youth to be themselves, Being tough ain't shit. Being tough don't make you ain't gonna think that. Being tough is like you're mad at the world. You're tough at everything, Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to tell the world, be yourself, Be happy, That's what you gotta. If you happy, then you good, It doesn't matter what you're doing as long as you happy,
Raw, you wasn't stepping with us.
Facts.
You know what I mean? If you wasn't getting bit, I'm just being honest. And he came home at that time. They say he came home from the 90s. I don't know him. I don't know when he came home. I know we've been repping since. But I know for a fact, like, even when La called out the kid CJ, nobody could call out Jim Jones because Jim Jones is actually around with the real riders, with the real Damos, bro.
All right. Now,
I think this is late. Now, if it's true, if what everybody's saying is true, it's late.
Listen.
You let him get his roots in. You let him build his army. It's late. Go ahead, bro.
Now, you said all that about the homies in the yard, some homies not putting them. You know for a fact how we treated dudes that wasn't putting in no pain. Or derelict bloods that was running around them yards looking crazy. Because like you said, everybody wasn't ready to put in no pain. You know what I'm saying? Dudes was ducking smoke. When it was time to put in pain, it was only like 3-4 people in that circle, in that group. You understand? And it's a 50, 100 bloods in that yard. You understand what I'm saying? Come on. Jim Jones is not a blood. I consider Cardi B more of a blood than Jim Jones.
Why is that?
Because I actually saw her at WOW.
She's thugging, Cardi B's actually thugging. She been throwing up blood, She been going to Chicago throwing up blood, She been moving with the gang, She been like Cardi's different, And she's actually standing on business, Like, if Jim Jones a blood, Cardi B's like a tougher blood than him, Because she's actually moving, And she's the way like little other. He's a female, and she's a female too.
I actually saw her in the field. You understand what I'm saying?
But Jimmy be in the field. Jimmy be around. You can't say Jimmy's not around though, bro. You can't say he's not, bro.
He's around the Billies in Harlem, bro. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just
he ain't going to Chicago alone.
I just have a problem with Jimmy, bro. You understand what I'm saying?
Jim Jones ain't going to Chicago with the gang by himself, just chilling, Jim Jones ain't going over here, Jim Jones ain't going over there, You know what I'm saying? He's right there in Harlem, where you from, Cardi's on the West Coast. Cardi's in Atlanta. Cardi is over here, she's still doing her thing.
And like, my whole thing is this, right? He tries to portray something he's not. That's my only problem. And then you lead in these kids to that hellfire, knowing the position that you in. You understand what I'm saying? It could be all types of tournaments. Why ain't no football teams up in Harlem?
Right.
Why ain't no basketball, no Jim Jones
That's a fact, and niggas is only tough in their own hood, You know who niggas be, when you only tough in your own hood, You only get certified in your own hood. You can't go on this side, You got, matter of fact, you went on the other side of town, They got you for some petty shit. They got you for an AFI. They got you for this. They got you for that, You went to the other side of town, They over here, They ain't messing with you, You went to that side of town, That's how you know soft niggas. Soft niggas, They gotta be in their hood, around their family to get notarized by the people that they grew up with right there. No one else respects these people. No one else is gonna respect them all over the city. You can go to no other borough, and they actually gonna solidify you just out there, like in every borough, and that's respectful, because that means that you just a hustler or whatever the case may be. You just doing you, You got people everywhere or whatever the case. Or you just, you know what I'm saying? You are down to earth people, You don't have to be the toughest person to just go everywhere, You could be the nicest person, and go everywhere, because you being nice, you've been you've been nice, so at the end of the day, people, the people who want to act like they tough, they only tough, only in their own hood right there, on their own block. They can't go to no other blocks and act the way they act, if they do, they probably already got torched. Maybe people, they already got stories, from going somewhere else. So they stay there, for a reason, So you got to stay in your own hood, because that's the only, you can't go nowhere else, Ah, damn, that's delusion.
Basketball AAUs going all around the country.
Right.
Come on, bro. That dude is for self. He only want the name. He don't care about the game. He only want the name and the fame off the game. Son ain't never put in no pain. We can't acknowledge him as a Damu, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't, like, come on, man. Like, nah, can't do it. Can't do it.
All right, so now see, this is what I didn't want to see because
got ran out of Harlem by the Crips. See, Gutter and them ran him out of Harlem, out his own park.
When Jimmy wasn't in Harlem,
he got ran out of Harlem out his own park.
Oh, you talking about the fight?
By Crips, he got in
the whole Dipset ran though. Everybody ran. Cam, all was jumping fences.
He's part of that. He's the big Damu. They not. What are you talking about? You running? You jumping gates? You were scared to death of True Life. True Life had you. True Life.
Boom! Everybody ran. What when 6ix9ine and Casanova, when they got to each other, and someone let off a shot, everybody ran but Casanova. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Casanova say he's the big dude, he didn't even run, Casanova stood down, we gotta give Casanova that, you know what I'm saying? So you don't, if everybody runs, doesn't mean that you gotta be running,
Had you ducking like this. You ain't want to be seen in them clubs when True Life was on your body.
Facts.
He's been a victim his whole career. Dequan, you right. He's been a victim his whole career. You're not going to come out after you get off a Cameron leash. You understand? Cameron take that leash off of you. Now you just this big Jim Jones in Harlem. You got it locked. And when everybody is gone, you're like, come on, stop it, bro. Stop it. He's a hard time buster.
I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, don't say that, Chico Low. It don't sound personal. Don't say that, Chico Low. It's not personal. And that's for everybody. I feel the same.
Facts. Homie turned to a kid. Because he said, I ain't gonna lie, man. Damn. He got him thinking about it like, nah, that's a fact. He don't even want to say it. Why he don't want to say it? What Jim Jones paid him a little bit?
Way about the game. I feel the same way about Chris Brown. I feel the same way about Lil Wayne, Soulja Boy. What's that other dude? Get it in blood. All these dudes.
It's the truth, though.
They're no different, bro. I put in pain for the homie. I sat up in the box 24/7. Platinum Ascari, what you did? What you talking about? Platinum Ascari? What you did? Mr. Platinum Ascari? Like, yeah, I sat in the box 24/7. I took deals. That's what I did. I took deals for the homies. XLO. Took a deal for him in 5 Point. Wasn't even Brent.
So wait a minute, hold on. So we got so what we see is the start of jail OGs going against the street rapping homies. This is crazy. This is what it's looking like, bro.
That sounds crazy.
The industry homies versus the street, the original OGs. This was going on. This is what we seeing right now. Starting.
I'm right about a lot of things that people have zero clue that.
Shit different,
Oh, okay.
Shit different,
What you eating, bro?
Yo, I ain't gonna front. I had to get off. Nah, that chicken was crazy, y'all. So my fault, y'all. Yo, I was busting down some chicken, y'all.
Yo, Bad Vibes, salute. Yo, Bad Vibes up here.
Yo, Bad Vibes, salute.
They got their own channel now. They got their own channel now. Bad Vibes and Mandu got their own channel.
Yeah, make sure y'all tap into that.
Yo, Grown Man TV in the building. Salute. Yo, salute to everybody. Yo, this is crazy. So hold on. I'm asking you. This is what I didn't want to see, bro. So we got industry bloods versus the street OGs, like the street soldiers that's on the front line in these organizations. Is now it's starting a battle between the rapping dudes that's like rapping against the work that they putting in out here. This is nasty, bro.
Yo, he said, wash your hands. Let me go wash my hands, yo. Dude said he over here licking it. Yo, wash your hands. the chat be ordered.
Hey, yo, listen. That's what I'm saying, though, bro. So that's what we got coming to us now. I don't want to see that shit, bro. Dudes gotta dial us back. I need brothers to step up. Let me say this to Moshe, Mel Cross.
All right. You saying that we don't want this to get out of hand, right?
Nah, bro, this is nasty.
Listen,
bro.
This is what I'm saying. When you got dudes that sacrifice their life, sat up in that box 10, 15 years.
You see, and the point is that when niggas say, oh yeah, they don't want it to get out of hand. Like, what the fuck? Now you saying you don't want it to get out of hand because you're saying that this nigga is exposing Jim Jones too much. Yo, you exposing this niggas too much. But it's the truth. So it's not exposure, Dada. You going to, like, you're not exposing something that's just simply the truth, Dada. You just, know what I'm saying, letting people open their eyes to the truth, Dada. So if you like, oh yeah, he's taking it too far. What about Jim Jones saying that, oh yeah, Nas is whack, or this and that, or these niggas can't be this, and Cameron this and that? Ain't he taking it too far? He shouldn't even be opening his mouth, from the jump, oh yeah, super violate this nigga, or do this, or do that, or we gonna have to violate this person, or we gonna violate that person. Like, what the fuck? He's taking it too far, but it's good for him. You want to see him doing it because you know he's acting, so you want to see an actor act. Like you would love to see fucking what's this dude? John Wick. You love to see John Wick in the movie. You wouldn't want to see John Wick in real life just pop outside. You're like, oh shit, there's a fucking dude outside. True, the crazy. He done killed like 20 people. You ain't gonna want to see that in real life because it's a movie. That's why you're okay with it. You accept it because it's a movie. So you accepting this because you know he's an actor. You know Jim Jones is just faking. So you ain't, oh yeah, fuck this person, fuck this person. Oh, I figure out the internet and I'm gonna trash everybody on the internet. So this and that. Oh fuck this. Like, come on, bro. He's taking it too far.
5 years in a box for what we call blood in New York. You understand what I'm saying? Cuts on their face, stabbings, beaten, kicked out, teeth kicked out by police. Everything for the sacrifice of Damu in them states. You know what I'm saying? For the oppression the police was that we was up against them police. For some dude out here to just be living off of that and brothers is not on it today, you not on it today. It's not like you came home with a red flag on your head, beads, or y'all came home like, yeah, peace, almighty. Come on, bro. It's not like that no more. So for you to be promoting the program like it is, like we're still at war, it's mind-boggling, bro.
Yo, the entertainment guard said it's already out of hand, bro. I agree. I think it is out of hand, but I don't want to see no war between these brothers. So I think dudes got to step in and really like, you know, tone this shit down from the fighting, tone this down from all of that, and see how everybody can come together and, you know, do what's better for the community, for themselves and for the community. Because all it's going to be is a big ass indictment.
The Power Book 4 Season 3 trailer. Get ready.
Shit different, Nada.
The usual suspects gonna go to jail or go back to jail, and everybody else gonna be out here partying like they've been partying.
Right. I get that. Yo, East Side of Town said, I hope y'all ain't hating on Harlem. Nah, it ain't. Yo, bro, it's not even a Harlem thing. This not even a Harlem thing, East Side of Town. You understand what I'm saying? It's just a grown man that's promoting ignorance. You understand what I'm saying? And he's in a position to actually put these kids in a better position and let them know what's really going down. Your man just caught an indictment, did like 5-6 years. You still got Shoddy in them up north in the feds right now doing time. You understand what I'm saying? Why
Mel Cross in the building. Mel Cross in the building too. Salute to Mel Cross. Yo, Cross, y'all gotta step in the middle. Yo, Cross, y'all gotta step in the middle of this, bro. Y'all gotta really y'all gotta get in the middle of this, bro, because I don't want to see this shit get nasty. You know what I'm saying? And it looked like it's going that way with the rhetoric and how dudes is talking, bro. You know what I'm saying? We need y'all brothers to I don't know. Jim Jones got a studio situation going on. Dudes might got to go up there, sit in that studio with Jim and have a real conversation, even if it's not on the internet. Even if it's not broadcasted, dudes got to get on the same page, bro, because you don't want this shit to go the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to see other people to see this and start reacting, other kids and other people to get involved. Everybody got soldiers. Everybody got people that love them on all sides of the. Jim got people that love him. Man, doing them got people that love them. You heard?
Nah, no doubt.
Yo, Cross, yeah, you gotta
low.
definitely speak on this, Cross. You gotta definitely Moshe. Y'all brothers, y'all gotta step up, bro. Pee Wee. I need all of y'all dudes, you know what I'm saying? I got the voice of the people that got the respect of everybody. Even Hocus 4/5. Y'all gotta step up and really talk about this because I see this rhetoric. I see this going the wrong way. I see this going the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? And y'all all doing great work out here. You know what I'm saying? Even Jim Jones.
Homie can't be bipolar towards the fact of what's going on. Stop being bipolar towards the fact. You see, with real niggas, Jim Jones, you let Jim Jones run his mouth. You gonna let Jim Jones sit there and bash everybody that's got that thing. Now real niggas is starting to talk and real niggas' opinions is trying to hit harder because true facts is coming out. And when the true facts is coming out, now you trying to, we gotta fix it before it gets too far. Why? Before Jim Jones be hitting at the bottom of the barrel, like what the fuck, before Jim Jones' emotion gets thing crushed, like, you know what I'm saying? And Jim Jones is emotional boy, he's too grown to be that emotional, that's a fact. So for him to come out here and play and he say, oh yeah, I'm better than us, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, Cameron, this, big blood, this, like, come on, bro. Let's get right, bro. Now niggas coming at Jimmy because he started it this way. You want to know what was coming at Jimmy a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago? Like, no one was worried about Jimmy, but he could get on people's radar because he's talking this shit, So I bet, this is what it is, So when now Jim Jones, now it's all, let's get shit right. Let's go to Jim Jones' studio, make it, What the fuck you talking about, bro?
Y'all all doing great work. So, I don't want to see this shit, you know what I mean? I don't want to see this shit play out with more brother on brother violence, blood on blood violence, bro. That shit, we had enough of that, bro. Like, we don't need that shit. That's a loss, you know what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying on that.
But Jim Jones is the one saying that he's going to super violate someone. He's super violating people. He's trying to. What the fuck you talking about? He's the one talking crazy. Oh, wait till niggas catch him. Niggas got to break down bodyguards, do this, do that. Niggas got to hit people off. What the fuck you talking about? So people can't talk like that towards Jim Jones. But Jim Jones could plainly be talking like that towards people. If he was saying that shit about this nigga, who you think he'd be saying about that shit about everybody? That he got a problem, feel he got a problem with, or feel that they super violated, or they call him dirty, or they call him something. Oh yeah, he feels like he what? Fuck out of here with that shit.
And I want the brother
what Jimmy said. Let me tell y'all what Jimmy said. This is what Jimmy said. Jimmy said, "Who is this ninja? Who OG is this? Is LOL. This ninja dealing with a lot of trauma. I know his throat hurt from all this SMD he doing. LOL."
Now, before I get into that, I wanted to say something, react to that, what you just said. Chico Low, I don't want no violence to come out of this. I'm just saying, like, as he a blood, so as being a blood, if another blood call you out, that's rules and regulation. If you're a blood and another blood call you out for a fade, you can't deny that fade. You must give that blood a fade or you're faded. Bottom line. So that's why I was saying that. I don't want nothing to happen to Jim Jones. I don't want nothing to happen to Mandu. I want Jim Jones to be the stand-up man he's supposed to be. You understand what I'm saying? A leader like he's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got a lot of kids following him right now through fashion, you know what I'm saying, through music. You understand what I'm saying? Movies, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, he got power, bro. So that's the only thing I'm saying, man. And Platinum Ascari, right? He said something up here to me too as well. Yo, bro, you gotta be, you got to be in that group. You must be with Shotty and
Tiny, that little salute.
Jim. You must be around Jim Jones and all that. I don't.
And no lie, it's all cool, you know what I'm saying? To say that niggas, I bet that niggas, oh yeah, niggas sucking dick, doing this, doing that, whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, this nigga, he just wanna be a YN so bad, You know who actually says all that shit, Either they mad that niggas actually just sit there, just keep mentioning. Then they say that shit, or niggas who be in behavior class. That's who say it all day or every day, Niggas who come to school and they be in the behavior class, you know, the niggas that got to stay in the class all day, Them niggas got the most filthiest mouths, Like, this nigga's a behavior class type nigga, Like, he's not all there, Like, what the fuck, Like, you a grown-ass, emotional-ass, behavior class-ass nigga, Like, what the fuck?
I want Jim Jones to go to no jail cell. I don't want him to die. None of that, bro. So, you know, I just want everything to come back to, you know, it's right perspective, bro, where we all in one harmony, bro, and we ain't killing each other out here, you know what I'm saying, and destroying each other, bro. That's it, man. That's it.
Yeah, definitely time out for the black on black violence entertainment to God. I don't want to see, like I said, I don't want to see Mandu doing great work out here. I don't want to see him messed up, you know what I'm saying, bad vibes. I don't want to see, and I don't want to see the peoples, not just Mandu. I don't want to see none of the people. I want to see little homies. I don't want to see none of Jim and them people. They getting money. They doing them. You know what I'm saying? I respect that. They getting their money. That's good. They're supposed to be doing that. You know what I'm saying? They're supposed to be looking good and making connections and networks and building bonds and building shit. They're supposed to be. And let me tell you something. You know Jim Jones going to respond. You know he was going to say something. You thought Jimmy wasn't going to say nothing? No, man, dude, no.
Boxes, sure, they bring you stuff, but it's doubtful that.
Too. I expected him to. Yeah, I mean, he's a non-Trey gangster. He's a Billy Badass. Come on. He thinks he's a Billy Badass. Of course he got to say something. What are you talking about?
Yeah, so I know he was going to respond. You know what I'm saying? I know he was going to respond. You know what I mean? He responded to dudes that on his internet is much bigger than Mandu. Maybe not in the streets of New York, but on his internet, 50, Cam, he beefing with his own man, Mason, them. He going, Jimmy don't care, yeah. Jim Joe, I give Jimmy his props because at least he keeps the same energy, you heard?
Nah, he
I don't like what he said, but
Nah. He was crying to Cameron, Cameron turned him down, so he's like a bad shorty, You got turned down now. Now he trying to talk shit about him, Now, fucking Mace, what the fuck, nigga? He mad at Mace because Cameron fucks with Mace, so he trying to ruin their relationship, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about, nigga? You clap for a nigga who's trying to ruin another nigga's relationship with another nigga? What the fuck? You know Jim Jones gotta be at the Diddy parties. What the fuck are y'all talking about? Then you go and say this man got pop. What? Yo, God bless America, Dada. God bless America, GG. I know this ain't right. This man just said that. This man stand down, by him saying, yo, Mace, wasn't you talking mad shit about Cameron? Then you fuck with Cameron. You did. Like, why the fuck you worry about Mace and Cameron's relationship, nigga? And they knew each other before you even, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, no Diddy shit. That's what these niggas be on, Like, what the fuck? That's some Diddy shit, like crazy. You know he went to the parties. You know what I'm saying? He was licking the envelope, sending out the invitations to the Diddy party. That's what Jimmy was on. Jimmy was licking fucking Diddy's envelopes and sending out invitations to the Diddy party. Like, that's how you live in Dada.
You know, Mandu said some stuff to him, like he'd be at Diddy parties. He was in all the Diddy parties. So that was some Frank type stuff. You heard? That was some Frank action right there. You heard?
I mean, have you spoke to Mel Cross or any of the other elders about this? Have y'all got on the phone and talked about this?
I haven't talked to anybody about this besides a couple of. I talked to a brother or two behind the scenes about this, but I didn't expect. Like, I was hoping that a lot of these guys tapped in before I even talked to them, because they more connected. They more boots on the ground on the streets of New York, bro. I'm not. Just being honest, bro. They boots on the ground. They boots on the ground in the streets of New York, bro. I expect them to deal with this. I don't have to. I don't even want to. But I just want to be the voice of reason. Somebody that's thinking logical about this
Yeah,
because
Zip ain't got no couch like that.
Because it's gonna get nasty, bro. You heard? I don't want to see it get nasty, you know, in New York for more New Yorkers and for more good brothers that's out here doing the right thing.
Right.
We had a lack of good leadership already, bro. What we gonna lose more good dudes that's out here leading right and getting money and doing shit? We gonna lose more dudes like that in position? Nah, bro. I ain't with that. I don't want to see that.
I agree with you on that. I
But
definitely agree.
them brothers is out there on the ground in these dudes' ears. They can talk to them.
Pretty Black, the Dawn said. What Pretty Black is that? The Dawn. Is that All Star Pretty Black? From All Star? And he said ninjas hate Jim. Nah, we don't hate Jim. Yo, listen, this is not a Jim Jones hating party, right? You know what I'm saying? Because as we know, Mikey B think
bro, no one cares about Jim Jones, bro. It's not a hate thing, da. It's a fucking clown thing. If he's a clown, you mad that we go to a circus, da. We point out the clown, da. We pointing out the obvious, nigga. Jim Jones hates Mace and fucking Cameron's relationship, nigga. Jim Jones hates, nigga, fucking Kanye West's fucking business endeavors and shit like that. He's a jealous fucking connoisseur, da. Jim Jones is the most jealous connoisseur there is, nigga. Stop trying to have Jim Jones when he's playing victim, then he's playing tough, and then he's playing victim, then he's playing tough. We don't want to hear that shit. Nas never came at nobody at all, nigga, and Jim Jones came at Nas. Why is Jim Jones coming at Nas? He don't got, if I rule the world, I free all my sons, mothers, fathers, babies, back down. He don't got, what the fuck you talking? Yo, what the fuck? Who the fuck this nigga has no right to be talking how we talk to people? It's not a hate thing, nigga. We don't hate this nigga. The fuck you talking about? Why the fuck did you just talk about Nas like that, Like, you ain't got no real spiritual shit that's going on to chat. You know what I'm saying? Nas got, I know I can be what I wanna be what I wanna be. He didn't have to make a song like that. He knows what sells. But he's like, yo, you know what, I'm gonna fucking put out this music so he can motivate the kids, and like, you, got the nerve to down him because he's making songs like that. You got a nerve, you got a fucking nerve, fuck out of here with that shit, Jim Jones, you a fucking bozo, nigga. And if I say it once, nigga, I say it again, you a fucking bozo. What the fuck you think that you feel to imagine it to do, For niggas calling you bozo clowns, it doesn't really fucking matter, you know what I'm saying? You ain't it, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, Your acknowledgement took you to a whole atmosphere, you gotta stop it, get off of it, get off the shit that you're drinking, that makes you feel that, because you will definitely, you know you are something, So stay more aware than ever, and it really doesn't fucking matter, you know what I'm saying? If you wasn't a bozo, such a bozo, nigga, you never came at Nas, then what came a fuck, nigga? You want to come at Nas, you want to come at Cameron and Mace's relationship? You crying that you can't beat Cameron's Mace? But Mace is Mace. Mace was always Mace to Cameron. You Jim Jones. Mace was Mace with Cameron, nigga. You was from the Bronx. You came through the and niggas chilled with you from being there with Auntie and the but what the fuck? Mace is always Mace. And you like, I'm not, I can't be Mace to Cameron, nigga. But Mace was always Mace. Mace didn't come after you, motherfucker. You weirdo. This is, yo, he's a fucking, yo, like, who allows grown ass men to speak like children, Children,
He's the big homie in TREY. He's the big blood. You know what I'm saying? He acknowledged him as the big homie. You know what I'm saying? So at least one of us do. This ain't no Jim Jones.
Look. I know for a fact. I don't know what he's doing now. I don't know about the lineups now. But when I was in prison, he wasn't on no lineups.
Being a champion means knowing when to work.
That nigga need to get right, Ain't no lineups with Jimmy on it.
Being on the lineup don't make you really a big fool like that, bro. It's your work. It's the work you doing. And he put in work. And I'm not saying he ain't put in physical work. But homie did put in work as far as making connections, you know, putting his crew's name out there.
It seems like you need a favor from the nigga, What crew, He came up from after Cameron, nigga. What the fuck? Mace is already on. Cameron's on, What the fuck? He's coming on, What the fuck? Joel's on, What the fuck you talking about, Like, we understand that he got his own legacy. Yeah, he got his own legacy, but he's trying to tarnish other people's legacy to make his legacy. It don't work like that. Yeah, we understand you was Cameron hype, man. We understand that you got a hit single. We understand Max B helped you out. We understand certain shit was going on. We understand this shit, but we understand it all. And that's why you're not gonna come over here, acting like you did it all, like, oh yeah, this is what's going on. Yeah, whatever. You want to rap blizzies and shit like that, nigga. Cameron didn't have time for that shit, You know what I'm saying? Fuck you talking about? Where you see the biggest Harlem gang? Where you see the biggest Harlem drug dealers or the biggest Harlem fucking killers or extortioners or repping the fucking gang, nigga? Where the fuck you like should like get on with the fugazi shit, like that's what it is, Gigi. Like, since when you seen Preacher his mom, like, come on, like, let's get right,
His hood's name out there, making money for his family and for his people. That's work, bro. You can't say that's not no work.
The nigga, the black hand of death, the Preacher dude, guess what? His assassin used to be a fucking cop. So people, gangsters nowadays won't even talk to a cop. They don't even look at cops. They won't even be around the cops. And Preacher, the dark hand of fucking death, the nigga that was hitting everything was a cop. He quit his job. He quit being a cop, and he got fired for being a cop for a robbery or something else that he got charged with. But he was going to start working for the Preacher dude, regardless of the fact that while he was on the force, he was working for the Preacher dude. So imagine that. Y'all can't even imagine the logic of certain shit, GG. So, you know what I'm saying? Niggas just, oh my God, look, he got a flag. He's gangster, nigga. The nigga got a fucking cop on his side. You gonna be like, oh, he's a bitch, nigga, You sure?
90% mental and 10% physical, bro. So, because he wasn't really the dude that was putting in physical work, I can't say Jimmy is not official as far as how we looked at things, bro. Jimmy was repping, and Jimmy's just a guy that got a break and made money doing the Dipset thing. But that don't mean he not official, bro. I can't say that's because he made money that he not official Damu. That don't make him not official Damu because he made money.
And you know he's sending you all types of Dipset wear. You know I ain't getting nothing. He's sending you all types of hats, jackets.
Listen,
you getting all that.
I am not in contact with Jim Jones.
you getting all that. He's sending you everything. He's getting it in blue, the pink one, everything. You got you laced right now.
I am not getting any. I'm just keeping it. I mean,
he knows Jim Jones. He knows Jim Jones is listening. You soft as fuck, bro. Get right, bro. Stop being a fan, Got
to keep it thorough because we can't make it seem like you're not official just because
man, you not
crashing out, leading others to their destruction. Because if they crash out, other dudes gonna follow up. Other dudes is not gonna let these dudes be out here going out by themselves. I know how it is. I know how it go already. I know how dudes think. I know how dudes move. If they see certain dudes moving, they're gonna move, bro. You know how this shit go, bro. Certain dudes got that motivation. If they move, they doing certain things, and they see movement, then they're gonna move, bro. You know what I'm saying? And we don't need that shit. We don't need that in New York. What we need is these elders to get on the same page and to communicate with each other and take it out of any essence of violence.
Nah. I feel like Jim Jones was trolling on the internet. Now they got this other dude about it. He's like, oh, I want to troll, but this nigga's a real nigga, right? Mandu. So he's a real nigga. He be in the streets. He got mad niggas behind him, so real individuals behind him, and they still, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Around. So them niggas being around, he's trolling him. Now niggas, oh yeah, stop it, watch it, nigga. He's just trolling. Y'all can't take it. Ha 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 ha. Joke's on you, nigga. He's playing too. But y'all niggas want to troll, huh? Y'all could troll, but he can't troll. You could troll, but they get the fuck out of here.
Bring it back where everybody can benefit from this communication that we have on the internet right now, bro. That's the only way to capitalize, bro. It has to be pulled back. This got to be pulled back, bro. Hocus for a Fifth got to get involved with that. You know, all these OGs, all the real OGs. I don't care about no fake dudes. I'm talking about the official dudes, and we know who they are. We know them. You know what I'm saying, Smitty? You froze me?
Nah, I'm here. But yo, put a one in the chat if y'all feel like I'm hating on on Jim Jones, man, because I see a lot of people saying that I'm hating on him. No, I'm not hating on him. I'm not doing this for no clout. I don't want none of Jim Jones' money. I don't want him to set me out. I don't want him to set nobody out around me. I don't care about none of that. What I want Jim Jones to do is be a man. You understand what I'm saying? Stand up as a real Damu if he say he Damu, and take care of his neighborhood and stop the violence in his neighborhood. You understand what I'm saying? Because he got the power to do that. He got the power to talk to them little babies that look up to him. You understand what I'm saying? That want to sit up and pop bottles and y'all know what I'm talking about, man. Like, I'm not hating on that man, yo.
Jim Jones ain't trying to help the community, but he's trying to get rich off the community. Is the difference, You ain't trying to help the community. He's trying to get rich off the community, I'm saying he got a different agenda, So he's trying to get rich off the community without helping them. It's different.
That's the real Hocus 4/5 in the chat too.
See if they got a link where we could send Hocus.
I can send. I can put it in the chat. I'm gonna try to copy it and put it in the chat.
Yeah, because I want to hear some. I actually wanted to hear what the bro had to say, man. Mel Cross, man.
I'm gonna copy the link and put it in the chat right now. I send it to you. I'm gonna copy it and put it in the chat, bro.
Grown man business. Salute. You already know.
Let's see what Hocus got to say. Let's see what Hocus got to say. Hocus 4/5.
Work out here, man. Jungle will be proud of you, man. The big bro, that's my bro. Yo, he be proud of the work you doing out here, bro. You heard?
Yeah, R.I.P. Jungle, man. Salute.
R.I.P. the Jungle, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute to all the peoples, you know what I'm saying? Yo, talk your talk. You see where this is going, bro. We gotta grab this, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I definitely salute to you and Smitty. I watched y'all live the other day or yesterday it was, and y'all made a lot of good, powerful points, both of y'all. And you making a lot of good points too, bro. It just, for me, I'm like this. Like, I really don't care. Like, when I did it, I didn't do it to catch the attention of rappers or any entertainers or nothing like that. I was talking to those who wanted, to drop their flag or encourage those who even had it on their mind, or even those who didn't and feel like, feel like Hocus makes sense. It's time to move this way. I didn't do it for, guys like Jim Jones. So Jim, he spoke out like kind of like against it. And which I really don't care though. Like, it didn't bother me much. But the only thing was, for me, I said he was wrong at when he said, he got himself in a situation and dudes trying to get themselves out. Like, you don't know my situation, homie. Like, you don't know my situation. I didn't get myself in nothing, nigga. Like, you don't know my situation. And
I seen that. But why responded? What do you think about people that say you only doing this? Because I see a lot of narratives being played saying that you're only doing this because you're in this indictment. But guys, speak on that, bro. Keep going.
You know how it's like, I'm sorry, man, but our people is very ignorant and stupid. I'm gonna say, because if you feel like that's your narrative, then you're an idiot. Let me ask you a question, right? When someone like yourself, how much time you did?
I did 25 years straight, and I did 2 before that.
You did 25 years straight. Before you went into jail, you lived a life of crime, right?
Right.
You did 25 years straight. You came out. You no longer live a life of crime, right?
Right.
So have anybody ever told you, or how would it sound if I told you, man, Mike, the only reason why you don't live a life of crime no more because you went to jail, man, because you got locked up. That's the only reason why you don't live a life. Won't you look at them like, are you stupid? So wait, right. I gotta wait. In niggas' minds, I gotta do 25 years, 10 years, 25 years to make this decision? Like,
I think you smart. I think you smart, bro.
When is it okay though? I'm just saying, bro. When is it okay to say, like, when, according to you, I'm not you, but these niggas out there in your mind, when is it okay to say it? Right?
It's never a wrong time. Like, even they try to talk down about Lyle Brim dropping his flag and going Christian after he committed all those crimes. I wish he would have did it earlier, but that was his calling at that time. At that time, he got his calling. You can't say when somebody get their calling, it's their time. You see what I'm saying? It's their time, it's their time. I'm glad you did it. I'm glad you did this because you started all these conversations in our community. You made it to the news. You got the homies talking about it. So really, you inspiring everybody. Really. You pushing a narrative to Crips, I see Latin Kings. So you did a great job, bro. Hands down, you did a great job. But
thank you, bro. I know, I appreciate that, bro, and thank you. And the reason why it's going this far, I don't know anybody believes, because after going through what I went through, I had to really tap into myself because I was in a depression state. You know what I'm saying? And I really asked God, what's the next move? Like how and why? I didn't even understand. Because first of all, I'm telling everybody when I came out and led with, I'm not coming at the homies. I'm saying, look at what the government is doing to us. And if we continue to stay in these games, they will keep cycling us through this process, this prison process, and catching us with these RICOs. They will keep putting them on us. I'm telling the world, look what they did to me. I am innocent. I didn't do this. Yo, bro, I don't know nobody in Savannah, Georgia, right? So I'm telling everybody, I didn't do this, and it happened to me. They put me in something I didn't do. And instead of niggas being like, rallying for Hocus, that's fucked up what they did to Hocus. Hocus was really out here doing positive shit, and that nigga was not indulging in no criminal activity. They threw me in a fucking conspiracy. Instead of niggas saying something like that, they want to say, oh, he only doing that because, our people is fucked up and wrong. We don't never back up the people, especially black men. How much black men before me done told the world, the government is conspiring against me, bro?
You've been up here talking that talk for years right now. Right, I've been up here talking that talk for years. Keep going though, bro.
Yo, bro, they conspire me right now. Hocus, y'all watching it happen to me. God, that's why my voice is spreading the way it is, because God is letting it happen. Because listen, y'all, listen to the kid. He's fucking right. God is trying to tell y'all. Right. That's why my voice is getting around. But anyway, bro, I've been doing this for niggas to even say that, right? The real answer to that is, bro, I've been doing this for years, though. I came home in 2012 after I beat trial on a conspiracy. This ain't new to Hocus. Act like this is some new shit. Now I'm like, oh, I want to leave the gang. No, nigga. I came home. Soon as I came home, I went into group homes. Soon as I came home, I went into schools. Gang prevention. Soon as I came home. What are y'all talking about? The last 5 years, I've been in a rabbit hole liberating minds. I have not been gang banging. So I ain't got nothing. I ain't got accent, panhandling. I have not been gangbanging. So this come as a surprise to those who don't know. But to dudes like you and other dudes who've been watching me, seeing me, like we done talked on platforms before in positive time, bro. Like, come on, like, so if a nigga saying that, oh, he only doing this guy, I don't even understand. Like, you know what? I don't even have to defend that. So what? Even if that was the reason why I did it. Yes, don't be like me, a 42-year-old man, kids. Kids, look at me. Don't be 42 years old, inactive, right? Not gang, but never denounce the gang, and then still get put in an indictment, right? The gang is haunting me. It haunts us. Even as we left the gang, it haunts our life for years afterwards. Don't be like us. Drop it. So even if y'all want to say that, I'm still right. One thing they haven't said though.
Shopping for tires used to really grind my...
Now, that's a fact, Dada, but at the end of the day, Dada, even if he did get put in the RICO, he decided to drop his flag there, Dada, like, what the fuck, Dada? He's like, yo, Dada, he's done with this shit, Dada. He got put in the RICO for what, Dada? For what? He got put in there because he was just part of something? Like, it don't make no sense, then. What makes him part of something, Dada? You know what I'm saying? Ain't like the nigga ain't like he signed a fucking document, Dada, and that shit got fucking notarized, Dada, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's get right, GG.
Said that, they just want to say he's doing this because of this. Fuck why I'm doing it. Is it the right decision?
It's right. It's the right decision. But listen, you got to remember, a lot of dudes, they want to stay on that. They want to stay on that timing. They don't want to remove soldiers. Some people feel like they don't want to remove soldiers. So what do you say? Because I seen the Latin King brother. I recently followed him to Moolah. I hear he's getting threats. I'm hearing what happens with people like that. How are we going to deal with that? Because we as a community got to deal with that shit. How are we going to deal with people dropping their flags? Because I didn't agree with the kid Loki Shmoolah, but he had a point. If you dropping your flag and you're not around, and these kids in these communities, they got to still deal with the gangs right there that's around them. What's the remedy for that?
It's crazy, bro, because I thought the gangs was about community. And if the gangs was about community, just because a young brother dropped his flag, niggas want the community, right? Because the gangs is supposed to be the community. Y'all want to do something to him because he dropped his flag? Y'all want to threaten him because he dropped his flag? Wait a minute. And then say, so what do we do? What solutions do we have for the kids after they drop their flag? That is the solution. To drop the flag. A 13-year-old kid, and it's funny how God just gave us the example. Last week, a 13-year-old kid in Queens, he thought he was blood. He was claiming sex, money, murder. And all of us know that he's too young to be sex, money, murder. He's 13. So whoever told him that, or I don't think nobody told him that. He probably it's just impressionable what he see, right?
Right.
He got he disrespecting the other gang. 16-year-old shot him in the head, killed him. So that kid, right? Y'all keep telling, what's the solution to the game? That kid had a mother, a father. That kid, he had parents. He had a nice home. He had good clothing when you see him in clothes. He had his hair braided nicely. He had food at home. Like, go listen to the parents talk about him. They talk about him being these kids send their ass home. What do you mean? What's the solution? How send their ass home? Now for dudes like Trust getting threats, I don't know what the brother, in his situation, what he got going on. I got some empty threats that I'm not paying attention to. We grown men. Like, so at the end of the day, I never even came out and told nobody that because I don't care. Like what, because ain't nobody threatening me that's like somebody that in my face or somebody that I know. It's all trolling shit. You know what I'm saying?
But you respected, like you're respected. So if a kid does do that and he needs that support, where does he get his support when the hood start going against him? What support would he get if he like, yo, nah, we don't want you to drop your flag? What happens now? Because I've seen a lot of dudes make that is a valid point, because some people's like, yo, we ain't jacking that. Go do this, or you can't leave. You this for life. What do you got to say about that? Because that can affect kids, and that can affect the lives of these kids. So
well, I would say this much, right? So what a lot of people don't know, because I've really been quiet. This thing is only not even, niggas ain't even give me a month. This ain't even 30 days in, right? This ain't even 30 days in. But that's good. It's still being talked about.
But you moving the conversation. You moving the culture right now, bro.
Yeah, no, but let me say this though. I'm talking with, I'm gonna just put it this way. I'm talking with politicians, mayor's office, judicial bureaucracies. I'm talking to a whole bunch of people, right? Who love what I'm doing and want to help with the solutions on when they want to leave the gang. Have something there for them to do. And so I'm just saying, niggas ain't give me 30 days. Good question. I love it. I told Stores, shout out to my bro Stores, hold me to the fire. I promise you I'm gonna go get the solutions for it. But what I was just saying a little while ago was just like, that is still the solution. And then the gang, there is people that is like, I don't give a fuck. You ain't leaving the gang. That shit is stupid. The gang need to jump that nigga. That's the idiot. That's the problem. That's the poison. That nigga. That's the message I want to push.
I'm gonna give you some help with that, because I seen you was asking, you was like, you didn't know everything was just happening, and you wanted ideas.
Of course, I'm asking everybody. We got
the idea is this. Look, when the kids drop their flags and they need support, all you got to do is connect them to the community organizations that are already active in these communities. Save Our Streets, King of Kings, Life Camp, CCA. You got Moshe in them in there. They're not gonna let. And I'm not saying.
Opioid addiction gets between you and what.
No, you're right. You're right in what you're saying, bro. I love what you're saying. Yeah, that we do have organizations like Stand Up Violence too, like Guns Down Life Up. Like, it's a lot of organizations that is already there. And best believe Hocus is also working and with some people to create more opportunity. Trust and believe I am, bro. I'm not just putting this out there and then that's it. Like, so if it seems like I've been quiet, that's what I've been doing all day, every day. I'm on my phone all day talking to
That's different. Do you think that Hocus done fucking dropped his flag because he's gonna start working with the government and start working with the community and start working with certain shit to make shit better? That shit different. After he got caught up, that's a little different.
Important people, y'all, that want to help us.
I think that'd be the best way though, because I know these dudes for a fact is putting their life on the line to save people. I know for a fact these organizations is putting their life on the line to stop violence and to save kids in New York. I know these guys, Jock, Nacy, Robo, Moshe, Mel Cross. That's 3 different boroughs. That's Brooklyn, Bronx, and Queens. I know for a fact they will protect kids. They are going to protect the people.
And that's a fact, bro. And like I said, and you just said it too. I need everybody help. All of us, bro. All right, I'll lead the way. I don't mind. I'll put myself out there. I'm the sacrificial lamb. I get it, cool. But I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like the architect, you know what I mean? I'm the architect. I put it together. Like, I can't build the house by myself, though. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
People need to understand that the architect don't build the house. He don't actually go out there and pick up the bricks and control the cranes and everything.
This is what we was built for. We was built for this time. All that work we put on, all that stuff we did, built us mentally and to have the passion to stand up for our people. So we got that. The dudes out there in the streets, they got that. They've been doing that in the worst conditions against the most racist people in New York. You see what I'm saying? In the belly of the beast. So them dudes right there, they're gonna support them kids. I think now once you start that movement, they want to drop their flags. I think you could have them send them to these organizations and have these organizations, help direct their lives and where to go from there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Because they already have the structure, they already have the foundation there.
And none of that shit actually matters, bro. None of that shit actually matters, nigga. Like it's like this, you know what I'm saying? It's like when you get into a fight when you're a kid, remember, the kid that either lost or won, remember, they both got to go home, they both got parents, they both could get put on punishment, they both could get their ass whipped, they both gonna forget about the fight they actually had because they had to go through so much, by the time they get back to fucking school and shit like that, they like, yo, fuck that fight, but you know what I'm saying? You gotta watch it because some people don't discipline, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to matter if you drop your flag, if you're a civil person, if you become a firefighter, if you become a cop, if you become an airplane thing, you become a thing, none of that shit's going to matter. You're just going to be put with the police people that are actually doing the same shit as you, It is what it is, But you just, it's like choosing something and then being like, oh yeah, it's different,
To change these kids' lives, to get them to do the right things, to put them in the right programs, to do all these things. The structure's already there in our communities. All we got to do is use it. The people, the boots are already on the ground. Mel Cross was just in here talking to find out what was going on.
Yo, so yeah, I agree with that. That is definitely a great solution. I think that the names you mentioned and a lot of
you think when you die and after you die that motherfucker's going, that people's going to be like, oh yeah, people's going to really worry about a flag that you was holding, what gang you was banging, what the hell you was doing in life. None of that shit's going to fucking matter, bro. Nothing's going to fucking matter. All the things that's matter right now, is what you're doing right at the moment, if you're smiling or you're not smiling, if you're crying, you're not crying, and you got high frequency, or you got low frequency, because that's what it is, and that's what gets you closer to, I guess, the more we live on Earth, the closer we going to get to evolving to the next chapter of whatever you become, you know what I'm saying? You're not always going to be in this body, in this flesh, so hopefully, the moments that you have with, you think a fucking flag or a gangbang or this or that, any that shit's gonna matter, of course, you gotta stay alive. So if people trying to harm you, you gotta stay alive, If people trying to fucking trick you or they trying to mess with you, of course, that's something different. But, you know what I'm saying? Putting down a flag or picking up a flag, none of that shit matter. That's on you.
Other brothers who's helped pushing this, whether it's even online or on a ground level, we all need to get on the phone and get on the same page. I don't care if niggas had disagreements online before. This is more important than any.
You could make $100 million, nigga, your whole life, but your whole life you could have been living so you could have been, you know what I'm saying, doing something that you didn't want to do, Once you die, nigga, that $100 million ain't going with you. Ain't like you gonna go buy a heaven. Ain't like you buying a fucking house in heaven. Ain't like you gonna buy something like you gonna find some a golden stairwell to lead you. Ain't like you gonna get a VIP pass or easy pass to get you right to talk right to God. Your place is your place. Your destiny is your destiny. You got a number. You got a choice. It's always gonna be You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, hopefully that you make it every day of your life happily, smiling, just stay happy. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stay happy.
Right. You doing a great job though, bro. I can't front. You did a great job. Just you opening that up and it didn't go viral like this for no reason. That means it's a need. Just like Blood went viral, just like the Black Panthers went viral, and everybody joined on to all those different movements. You got a lot of people supporting you, the news, the community, the homies, the big homies. You got a lot of dudes. They ain't dropping their flag, but they still supporting you. So that shows that what you doing is needed for this time right now. You know what I'm saying? We needed to shift a direction, and this is only helping out what was already a need that was already there. You see what I'm saying?
Right, bro. You know, I'm just, I feel blessed and happy that I'm, one thing that people don't know, bro, like it's a little personal, but I don't mind giving it, is that, bro, I was just like, I was moving. I was just going, bro. I had all my things packed in my car. I booked the Airbnb to go see my kids, right, for the weekend. And then the feds, it got me out of the Airbnb, bro. They surrounded the shit. Like I was going to a whole nother state. I was about to go, I, so to speak, start a new life somewhere. Just I was off the internet for the whole year up until May. Up until I was just like, I'm about to go start new. But God said, nah, where you going? You got something to do. Like, so everybody else is not looking at it like I'm looking at it. This is my life, right? So I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, all right, they put this shit on me. They did me dirty, but I can also look at it like God said, where you going? You got something to do. So I'm like, damn, God, what the hell? What is it that I got to do? All right, fuck it. Not only do I have to drop it, I got to help lead my people up. So I don't know what y'all believe in out there. I don't care if y'all look at it from that aspect. That's what happened. This is my life. You know, that's my thoughts and how it all played out. And I'm giving it to y'all. You know, this is God's work, not really mine. Not just saying that because that shit sound cool.
With Ninja Print On Demand, you can manage your merch anywhere.
Shit, different.
Exactly what I told you happened is how it happened. I had a conversation with God, and that's what I was told to do, bro. So
you doing good. You doing great work out here, bro. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I see it. A lot of the people see it. Just keep going. Start an organization. Trademark the name.
Yeah, I got my organization. I'm still.
But with this, everything. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Sometimes we get new things that's bigger than everything that we did, and this is bigger. And this is a lot bigger, bro. Trademark the name. Trademark.
What, to drop my flag?
ASAP. Trademark it. Trademark it, and then it's nothing for us. We all build programs. We all make programs. So it's nothing for you to turn into a program, and then we can use the structure that's already in the communities, bro. The structure's already there. From city to city, every city in New York has a structure to send these youth into. Gloves up, guns down. You got all kind of organizations for this. What is it? Should have never used guns. They all over New York already. So you can just run them through these organizations that's already doing the work. You see what I'm saying? And use just another apparatus that's needed in the community. We need you a gang specialist, bro. The big homie of all homies, So be he a gang specialist. You get these guys on your board, you get these guys to connect, and you connect it to the community organization that's already there. And this would be the outlet and the pipeline for these kids to get out the streets, bro.
He's been on the internet. He's been on some positive time.
Facts.
You know, he always try to, you know, like put the guns down, gloves up. I see him do unboxing events. I see him going out his way for the children. So, you know what I mean? Like, I stand behind him, man. I really stand behind him. And one thing he made, you know, clear and very important is that we're dealing with human beings.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? We're dealing with people's lives right now. I don't think people is really getting that. You understand what I'm saying? We're dealing with people's lives, man. You understand what I'm saying? Them gangs got these young babies' lives in their hands, man. You understand? Come on, man. We gotta be real, man. We gotta be real about ourselves, man. Ain't nothing good going on in them gangs, in them streets. Nothing but negativity, violence, death, and our babies going to jail. I just seen something on passing in Brooklyn in a club, right? A young kid and OGs that's still in the gangs. Dudes like 40 still in the gangs beefing with dudes that's in their 20s. Y'all not even in each other. Excuse me. Y'all not even in each other generation.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
You got this dude by 20 years and you beefing with him? Come on, man.
It's nasty out here, yo.
It's nasty. Nasty work.
It is nasty out here. I ain't gonna lie. That is nasty. To be beefing with 20-year-olds, you got kids and you doing that stuff. That is nasty. I ain't gonna front.
Come on, man. Like, let's stop it, man. You know, I really, really salute August 4th. I think this was a spark. This was a spark of something new. Because dudes are starting to see that this shit is lamed out. Ain't nobody name a successful blood.
That's crazy. Jim Jones over here. Jim Jones gotta stop it, man. Jim Jones gotta fucking stop it. Jim Jones looking different, bro. He has to stop it, bro. He has to stop it.
I'm right about a lot of things that people have zero clue that they even know is going on.
Oh, okay.
Well, I did anything, you know. I'm working out that end of it, you know. Like, we need our own little base to speak when we need to speak from, you know. Shout out to China, Harlem, and all them that be coming there, but we know what I'm talking about.
But you know what you gotta do though? You gotta put up that piece that Mandu did too. You gotta put that up there first too.
Well,
yo, I just pinned
it's a lot of things. It's a lot of things we can put up there. It's a lot of information. That's what I'm saying. Appreciate everybody for subbing in, sub up, and all that. It's a whole lot of things that we are gonna talk about over there, and a whole lot of people, you know, like other than this gym. You know, but yeah, I want to see the subs come up and all that. But that's definitely where we're gonna be at over there, as far as getting it live and direct. Yeah.
Right.
But I wanted to chime in what you said too. Yo, Mikey, what we supposed to tell him? I get it to drop. Your flag do sound kind of like, okay, you're tapping out, you weak, you couldn't take it or whatever. But like I did in the short, I'm saying it's over on the channel. What else he supposed to tell him, Mikey? Cause you all over it. Like, okay, it's good, but it's not. Jim is toxic, bro. Like, seriously, man.
Nah, facts. He's like a toxic
That shit ain't never did nothing for us. And look who telling you that, yeah?
Right.
And they never do nothing for us. Neither did Jim. So who is he to try to claim something that we built? How you gonna try to act like he put one stone inside the shitty house that we created today, yeah?
Right.
It's not. It shouldn't be looked at like, yo, it's wrong to say drop it. You heard? I've been trying to open up my mind too a little bit more to what people saying, like drop it. How about that term is offensive, but that's what need to be done, bro. We can't hold on to that and succeed, bro.
Right.
Not out here.
Right.
Not out here. You can't keep that and succeed and do what you need to do. So it's already contaminated, bro.
That's true. You're right about that.
But and I'm saying, like, from you to be playing all over it like you did, I was sitting there like, yo, Mikey, I'm thinking, I've been looking for the bottom, see if you're drinking or something. Like, nah, that's not it, son. Especially today.
I understand.
Especially today.
I understand what you're saying, but you know, up here is a level of, you know, entertainment. Just saying, not just to belittle the situation, because I started out with what I want to see. I don't want to see brothers going at it. You know what I'm saying? But anything
No,
other
that's
than
not.
that,
Oh yeah, that's another thing I want to speak to. I'm glad you said that. Your son, with age, which we trying to tell Jomo too, right? With age, it demands a different way of living. You heard?
Right.
I'm saying that to say this, right? And this ain't for no views, clicks of views, or super chats, none. This is just straight, authentic, and real, bro. You heard? Yo, it ain't gonna get to that level, bro. You know? It's not gonna go to that level as far as if once I hit New York City, I'm in Brooklyn, I'm in Harlem, I'm mobbing, I'm worried about Jim and what Jim could do. I'm not worried about none of that, bro. You heard? The key and the message of what I'm saying here is this, right? Because I'm still me, you heard? Believe that, old or not, I'm still me, you heard? The thing is this, right? Yo, he just need to open his ears, you heard? That's all. Ain't nobody, not your pockets. You don't give a fuck about your pockets, Jomo, you heard? Just open his ears, bro. What we trying to tell you, bro? And who better than us to tell him? Yeah. Nobody how he treats society or how he separates society in the youth, in the in the life. Nobody else could speak to him but us that started it, bro. Yeah.
Right.
People in play, yeah.
Right.
So this ain't really nothing this ain't really big like you think, okay, if that's the case, y'all have read about Jim on the newspaper or something. That's facts. He's real easy to get next to, yeah. And this is facts, you heard? Even with what he worth for what he got in his pocket or the leg, you still can get reached to. You still can get touched, you heard? It ain't about that. But my point is this, son. It's like, man, yo, you gotta wake up, bro. You gotta leave this alone, son. Cause he definitely can't carry our legacy how he's trying to present it.
They're not having it, Dada. They're not having it, GG. It's different.
Think about it, you heard? He can't do that, son.
Right.
He just being comical right now. We was waiting for him to say something, you heard? He just being comical right now. He throwing Franks. Now he on some Snowbilly shit. He playing with, everybody know that's how Mandu talk. That's just his monotone. That's what make Mandu. Well, I can hear Mandu anywhere. I know that's Mandu. You heard?
Right.
That's generally his voice. You know that. I know that. People in the chat that know him know that. That
30
wasn't
years
funny.
I've been hearing that same voice, the same way
That's how he talk. You heard?
30 years.
He do animated cartoon voices. He do.
Okay, he ain't having Jim Jones back now, Dada. You know what I'm saying? He ain't having Jim Jones back now, Dada. That shit different.
Like, I'm just saying, man, we got to come to a stop. It take a village.
But they all got to turn their power like Mel Cross did, like Moshe did, like Pee Wee did, like Ace. They got to turn their power for the betterment of the community.
For the better of the community. So Jim Jones got to stop that shit, Dada. Stop coming at niggas who dropping their flag, Dada. He too grown for that shit, Dada. 47, Dada. You saying, trying to, you know what I'm saying? Do what he's doing, trying to be a Mel Matrix, that it's too late for that shit. That you heard that shit's over with. That so stay more weird than ever. Stay down business. That life's what you make it. You can't love it. You can't hate it. It's gonna be simple what you make it. You know what I'm saying? You in the elevator. Who's elevator? God's elevator. On the way to the top. Make sure you stay down in. Make sure you be on the way to the top. You heard God chose you because you knew could trust you. You God's best kept secret. Hyenas. Who we doing? I'm in the match right here. We could ourselves the most highest. Life's what you make it. You can't love it. You can't hate it. It's gonna be simple what you make it. We making ours. You heard? That's daily, So like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell on the top, you heard, drop the comments, at the bottom, so we can hear what you gotta say, hear your thoughts, hear your opinion, It is what it is, GG, hyenas,